Welcome back to Brewmatures, where we're hoping this dream isn't a recurring nightmare. Well, Mary, I've got my outlandish shirt back on. We've got another dream.
Okay.
We're filming this back to back with our pear gingerbread. This is Apricot Melba pie. What's a Melba pie?
What's a Melba pie?
Well, let's find out. In here they put apricot, raspberry, marshmallow, vanilla, pie spice, and lactose.
What's pie spice?
Once again, I like the colors they do on their can for these. It always gives you a feel for what's inside. This is interesting to me because you don't see apricot a lot. You usually see peach or nectarine in your sours. I love stone fruits. They're all in the stone fruit family, and I'm really hoping to get a lot of apricot flavor out of this.
So I just googled Melba pie, and all the recipes that came up with peach Melba pie. So peaches, raspberry, sugar, lemon juice, cinnamon, and then for the top they put brown sugar.
So maybe pie spice is a combination of some kind of cinnamon, brown sugar, allspice kind of mix. But hey, I mean, it wouldn't be a dream if they weren't doing something a little different, right? So instead of peaches, we got apricots, and the raspberries kind of make sense with that recipe you looked up. So, all right, and they got marshmallow in there to give it a little bit of creaminess.
Yeah, I'm excited. Again, I like the artwork on this can. It's the same as the gingerbread one, but
same as the other one, but just different colors.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is what my dreams look like.
Well, I think it's time to find out if sweet dreams are made of this. So we got the canning date of 11/15/2021, so a day before the pear gingerbread one we just reviewed. And on the bottom, we can't make out the second word. It's thanks Minnie Melba, thanks Melanie Melba, thanks Nellie Melba, something. We don't know. Quite frankly, I don't care.
Maybe we can ask the viewers to comment their favorite word that they think makes the most sense.
Yeah, let's do that. Thanks, blank Melba. What would you put in the blank? This is it. I really hope this is better than the pear gingerbread one that we reviewed.
It must be.
Must it?
It must. Ooh, I like that color.
Yeah, a brownish color you'd expect from a filling that has apricot and raspberry in it.
Thank you.
Okay. What are you getting on the nose?
Melba.
This reminds me of other dreams that I've had. This is more in line with that. This is definitely a little bit of raspberry, but like, I would have guessed maybe there was cinnamon in here, or maybe it's that pie spice coming through.
Yeah. It kind of smells like a V8, but not really, because I know V8's so tomato-y.
It reminds me of the Four Sons Sour Pie series, how that smelled.
Four Sons.
Hopefully it's not as bad as that one was. It wasn't terrible, but watch the review. It was a little bit of a letdown in the flavor department. I'm hoping for apricot raspberry.
Yeah, I love raspberry.
A lot going on there.
I like it. I can taste all the fruits that they put in here. I can taste that there's fruits in here. There's apricot and raspberry.
Right.
And vanilla. I know vanilla's not a fruit, but it's a little sweet. If I tasted this without looking at the can, I couldn't tell you what fruit's in here. It's just very kind of fruity.
I would agree with that, and in that regard, it does remind me of a rainbow sherbet, where it's got like a combination of fruit flavors together to make one overall different flavor. It is really tasty.
Yeah.
And I would say the mouthfeel on it is really smooth, and maybe the marshmallow makes it a little creamier. I'm not getting a lot of vanilla here. And the finish is the classic dream finish that I'm finding of that breadiness that I'm not a super fan of.
You getting that?
Like a bready yeastiness, yeah. Same thing with the pear gingerbread one we had earlier. Not a super fan of that, but it doesn't make me want to stop drinking the beer.
There's a little bit of a tartness to it.
Which is nice. It's supposed to be a sour ale. Ooh.
Yeah. At the very end, I think that's probably the raspberries, because raspberries are pretty tart.
I just got a big taste of like apricot or stone fruitiness. What's weird with these dreams that we're noticing, I think last video you said all of a sudden, I forget if it was off camera or not, but you got like, oh, there's this flavor. And right now I just got a little bit more of like apricot by itself. And so I don't know how that all shakes out in the can.
Oh, I'm tasting like the bread yeastiness.
So now you're getting that
See,
at the finish,
yeah.
It's not super pleasant for me, but it does harken back to having, when you eat a pie, for me I always taste the filling first, the sweet filling, tart filling, whether it's cherry pie, apple pie, whatever, and then you get the crust kind of coming through with its crustiness. And it doesn't taste like that, but it kind of at least makes me think of that. So I'll give it a couple notches for that.
It tastes pretty sweet to me. Like I said, I wouldn't be able to pinpoint a flavor, but I think the raspberries make it a little tart. It's pretty light-ish. I mean, I wouldn't be able to drink more than one of these a night, because I would feel bloated and heavy, and
it's very sweet, and you're not such a sweet tooth.
Yeah. And the breadiness and the yeastiness at the end would make me feel like I'm drinking bread.
Yeah, in most beers you are, but you don't want to feel like you are. I get that. It's a tasty beer. But yeah, I'm glad we're sharing this. To me, number one, beers seem to be most fun when they are shared, but it's also fun to experience this with someone else and say, you know, I got this weird beer, and someone else is there to go through it with you.
Yeah.
Because if someone asks you, oh, what did it taste like? It's really hard, as we're finding out, to describe some of these. Do you have a rating in mind?
I like this beer. I'm so serious about it. Yes, I like this beer. Very much so. Yes. 3.75.
Oh, big numbers.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3 out of 5.
Why?
It's enjoyable, more enjoyable than the pear gingerbread one for me. I find this one a lot more pleasant.
Absolutely.
But I am finding that I like when I can differentiate flavors in something. I can't really find the apricot. I can't find the raspberry. It's got a really nice tartness to it. But I am also missing any kind of marshmallow flavor. And I'm also missing vanilla.
I can agree. I mean, when breweries put vanilla and marshmallow in their beer, I just take it as, okay, I'm never gonna get that. It's just helping with making it a little more sweet. Or maybe it's a texture thing with the marshmallow.
Well, I mean, we've had beers with vanilla in them that you can taste the vanilla in. Some stouts.
Okay, yeah, stouts. Stouts are a different story.
Vanilla itself is not necessarily sweet, it's more of a flavor. So I expect that vanilla flavor. Marshmallow, I can see it adding just a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of fluffiness to the overall texture. But there are beers that I've had that when they put marshmallow in it, you can taste marshmallow. So, yeah, I'm gonna stick with my 3 though.
To each his own.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's beer review. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when we upload new videos. Check us out on Instagram and Untapped. And until next time, we're the Brewmatures, trying every beer from around the world. One sip at a time.